Tags are expired. We've asked you, told you about this more than once.
I'm not a criminal. I didn't break any crime.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put you in handcuffs.
You were searching and seizing my car. That's a Fourth Amendment right. I do not consent to handcuffs. I do not consent to searches.
Where did you get your loaded?
Welcome back to the Van Ballion channel, guys. Remember this guy from about 2 months ago?
Blah, 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 blah. I'm not really listening. Bro, I have the right to resist this arrest. It's unlawful arrest. This is unlawful arrest. Unlawful arrest. Get these tyrants off of me right now. Ah!
Well, here he is, roughly 18 months prior to that embarrassing arrest, going by the logic that if the police tried to pull you over for driving your unregistered vehicle on a public road, just drive onto private property and claim you're being harassed. What could possibly go wrong?
Hey, Cody, roll your window down.
Yes, sir.
Roll your window down for me.
I don't feel safe doing that, sir.
Can you roll your window down for me, please?
It's cracked. I don't have to roll it all the way down.
For my safety, can you roll your window down, please?
I don't feel safe doing that.
Can you roll your window down, please?
I just told you I don't feel safe doing that.
Step out the car.
I hate to break this to you, but, you know, glass is not some kind of impenetrable barrier that prevents the police from getting into your car to arrest you if they need to, as evidenced by this gem of a window bust out of Georgia.
Hey, sir, please don't open my door.
I asked you to roll your window down for my safety, so can you roll the window? So can you step out for me now?
Cody, come on out. Tags are expired. We've asked you, told you about this more than once.
You guys had no reason to pull me over here.
Yeah, your tags are expired.
You had no way to see that. You're
You're
facing that way.
To legally drive.
You're facing that way.
My neck turns.
Your car was facing that way.
Go over and sit down on the sidewalk.
Your car was facing that way.
We're not arguing out here. Go over and sit down on the sidewalk.
I'm gonna turn off my vehicle.
Whether they saw you or not, the police are allowed to follow you onto private property, especially a car they suspect of being unregistered, run your tag and pull you over if, or in this case, when it comes back expired. The quicker you realise this, the better life will get for you. Dropping the persecution complex might help too.
I'm gonna lock up my doors, just as I'm allowed to do. Whoa, 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 whoa! Leave your hands off me! Leave your hands off me! Leave your hands off me! Leave your hands off me, bro! I'm not a criminal. I didn't break any crime.
Come over here. You're not gonna close the door.
Dude, I'm closing the door.
Come on.
No, this is no.
Come on.
You're gonna go to jail for obstruction.
Cody, listen to me for a minute.
What?
We have to do a vehicle inventory because we're going to impound it this time. This is the second time we've told you.
You had no reason to pull up behind me right there.
He just gave you the reason. Your vehicle is unregistered. Driving onto private property won't save it. Neither will citing a cherry-picked paragraph from a case that doesn't apply for many reasons, the main one being that this was a 10th Circuit case. The 10th Circuit doesn't represent Ohio, the state that this took place in.
I wasn't speeding. I was not speeding, and I didn't have anything going on.
Your tags are expired. You are
I'm not speeding.
allowed to drive this vehicle.
You're not allowed to use previous. You're not allowed to use previous infractions to pull me over at a later point in time.
They're expired.
You were facing that way. You were facing the opposite way. You weren't even looking at me.
Look in my rearview mirror and see. That means
that you're profiling my car. You can't. There's no way you can read the date. There's no way you can read the date on that tag.
We didn't run the date on the tag. We ran the tag.
No, you're not. You're not going to physically.
Really?
I honestly don't know what's funnier, him trying to gaslight this cop by accusing him of profiling, or watching him act like a child by sticking his fingers in his ears shouting blah blah blah, I'm not listening.
You're not going to physically... Look, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Why are you physically... I did not do anything illegal. Don't touch my phone. Don't touch my phone.
If you don't cooperate...
I don't have to cooperate with unlawful orders. You're giving me unlawful orders. I don't have to have a seat.
You're about to go...
I don't have to have a seat.
You're about to go to jail. Seriously. Now, I ain't playing.
Listen, you pulled me out of my car for no reason. You pulled me out of my car for no reason.
Vehicle inventory
no, you do
of
not.
your vehicle because we are towing it.
No.
This is
you're not towing my car. You're not towing my car.
This is the second
You're
time
not towing my car.
that we have warned you about this.
You're not towing my car.
Yes, we are. And if you give us any problems, I'm just going to take you to jail. It's that simple.
I'm not doing anything illegal.
Sit down on the concrete.
I don't have to sit down, sir. I don't have to sit down.
Regarding this text on the screen, no, standing your ground against police harassment is not a crime, but continuing to drive your unregistered vehicle, obstructing a police investigation and resisting arrest is. I'm sure the police appreciate you documenting it all on video.
I do not have to sit down. I'm a free
citizen.
citizen.
All feel a lot more comfortable.
It wouldn't make. I don't feel safe with that. So my safety is important too. I don't feel safe with your officer here laying hands on me when I've been nothing but cool, pulling me out of my car for no reason.
He told you multiple times what to do.
Yeah, I don't have to. I don't have to roll my window down. That legally, I don't have to roll my window all the way down.
Keep arguing with me.
I don't have to roll my window down.
Take you to jail, and that's the end of the story.
I don't think anybody's arguing the legality of rolling your window down. That's why the officer made the choice to get you out of your vehicle. Plus, your car was getting towed anyway, so you would have had to get out of your vehicle at some point.
Okay.
I'm not going to accept unlawful threats. I'm allowed to speak my rights, and I have the First Amendment.
Not a threat.
First Amendment. I have a First Amendment right to speak, and you're not allowed to take me to jail just because I exercise my First Amendment right. That is not lawful. That is not legal.
The law. We have to
I have not violated. You are harassing me, and this is entrapment. This is entrapment. This is entrapment. You're now going. I do not consent to searches. I do not consent to searches. No, I do not consent to searches.
I'm going to ask you one more time to step back on the sidewalk.
I do not consent to search and seizure.
Step back on the sidewalk, please.
The Fourth Amendment protects you from unreasonable searches and seizures. Taking an inventory of your belongings prior to it being impounded is not unreasonable. You gave them probable cause to pull you over by driving around unregistered after being warned not to, so you've only got yourself to blame here.
Step back on the sidewalk.
Leave your hands off of me. I'm not answering any questions.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and put you in handcuffs.
No, sir. No, sir.
Put your hands
What am I being detained for? What am I being detained for?
And handcuffed.
Why?
Because you are not cooperating.
I don't have to cooperate with you illegally searching and seizing my car. You are searching and seizing my car. That's a Fourth Amendment right. I do not consent to handcuffs. I do not consent to searches.
Where did you get your law degree?
I don't have to have a law degree. I have rights. I have rights, and you should know that. 1776.
You would be the first to realize that I know those rights more than anyone.
I have a Fourth Amendment right to search and
to put you in handcuffs. Anybody else would have done it by now. I'm trying to give you every opportunity to just cooperate with us.
Listen, I'm being cool, dude.
I'm being cool with you, says the guy who has been so cool that the police have had to put him in handcuffs.
No, you're not. You're arguing, everything else. You know your tags are expired.
Dude.
We've already stopped you and wrote you a ticket once and didn't impound your car.
Bro.
We gave you another opportunity, and here you are.
You were harassing me before that. Going up and down my street, looking at my tags.
This is not the
first time. You were going up and down my street, looking at my tags, bro.
This is not the first time that I've seen you driving since we wrote you the ticket for your tags. Bro, so you got another break.
I still have the right to travel. I still stuff done, bro. You gotta understand
your motorcycle's legal. Why didn't you ride that?
Because I had to pick stuff up from Home Depot, man. Look, there's Home Depot stuff in my car, bro.
I believe you. And now you're trying to be cool. Why didn't you just start off that way? We could have said, hey, man, you know you are not allowed to have that car on this road.
Listen.
Instead of arguing with us, and we could have probably worked something out. Because of the way you've treated us, we're not going to work anything out.
Listen, you pulled me out of my car.
Yes, he pulled you out of your car for the very reason he's trying to explain you weren't being cool. You instead refused to cooperate and tried to gaslight everyone. Actions have consequences.
I'm illegally searching and seizing me, and this guy's grabbing all over me.
I just asked you to follow directions. That's all.
Listen, I don't have to follow every direction,
okay, man. Well, we asked you for our safety to stay on the sidewalk, and you want to keep getting off.
6601 radio. Can you start me at 31 $, General, please?
What are you guys even doing, man?
Towing your car.
Tow it. Why?
Because it's expired since June.
So what, man?
45 days by state law, you can only have that we have to tow this car.
We're gonna tow it.
That's what we're doing. So we're gonna
let go. No, bro.
All right, you're just gonna go back to the back of my car.
Bro, no, listen.
Walk.
Listen.
Walk.
Bro, this is unlawful detainment. Unlawful detainment. They're detaining me. What is your...
Right, so that's where his footage ends. He was arrested and his car was towed, but not before they searched his vehicle, which was caught on body camera. I'm going to show you a short portion of that now where they explain what they found in his vehicle and the discussion over the phone with the supervisor about how to proceid.
He's got bags full of... They look like buds, but it doesn't smell like marijuana, but it does say, I think it's silver haze hemp. And then there's some stuff in there, looks like raw honey. And then he's got oils and shit like that, but...
Is THC oil?
Probably THC oil, yeah.
Probably.
CBD, or what do you... Yeah.
CBD oil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what's the laws on that? Do you know?
Kinda. I mean, he's not a distributor, I'm assuming,
Well,
right?
I don't know.
He says he is.
He told Wallace he was.
Yeah.
But is supposed to carry a license with him or anything?
But you gotta have proof of where it came from. I mean, you can't just go and buy that stuff from a dispensary, you know what I mean? Especially if it's large quantities like that.
Yeah,
they're not allowed to do that. So, honestly, I just seize it and get a hold of the prosecutor.
Yeah.
Until you get weights and stuff like that. They can always indict him later.
Right.
But I would just take it all and then go from there.
Yeah. You hear that, Jason?
Get a hold of them.
He's saying to go ahead and seize it and get a hold of it, weigh it all and document it all, and then get a hold of the prosecutor and probably just indict him later.
Yeah.
So.
Obviously, he needs to go to jail. I mean, that's up to them. I mean, if I was with the cops.
Well, I mean, how am I going to take him to jail on this, Harger, when I don't know?
Well, that's the thing. Just
don't
get his information and just seize it, and then if it comes out that he's illegal, just
get an
indictment on him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can just indict him. We can just have Judy or Jamie indict him later, because like I said, if he's got a large quantity like that, where's he coming from, did he say?
He lives in New Holland.
He lives in New Holland.
He was coming from courthouse.
Coming from courthouse direction.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, well, I would say advise him of his rights.
Oh, yeah.
And then question him.
Yeah.
Say, hey, where'd you get it? Do you have, permits for it or license? And I'm sure you'd have to have it on him.
He says he don't have a license.
Okay. Well. All right. Well, we'll go from here.
Yeah, I'd just take it for now and then go and then talk with Jamie.
Yep. All right.
So you want me to call Jamie?
Well, it's actually New Holland's call, so I'll let them make that decision.
Can you give me her number, Harger?
Yeah. Yeah. Hang on. You ready?
Yeah.
7's her personal number, so.
Okay. Thanks.
Give her a buzz and she'll pick up, or she'll just leave her a message, shoot her a text, whatever.
Okay. Thanks.
Yep. All right, man.
I appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye.
Right, so the charges in this case were dismissed and his property was returned to him 8 months later, he says. And the case number does confirm that. But just because he claims this stop was unconstitutional and illegal doesn't make it true. Charges can be dismissed for a variety of reasons. Also, according to Yuko Vallis, a very trustworthy source when it comes to stuff like this, the charges have been sent to the DA, so he could be getting a surprise later. Right, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a like, share the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you also to my channel members and patrons for your continued support. I really appreciate it. And if you would like to support me and get early access to videos like this, then the links to do all that are in the description. Right, take care all, and I will catch up with you in the next video.